I offer my humble pranam at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Welcome to video lecture on assembly language programming in 8085 microprocessor. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss this particular program. Write an assembly language program in 8085 microprocessor to transfer data between registers and memory using direct addition mode. In the previous lecture, I explained how to transfer data between registers. In this lecture, I'm going to concentrate how to transfer data from memory to microprocessor and microprocessor to memory. Now here, I'm going to explain with this particular example. Just see here. So this is your 8085 microprocessor. Now this is your memory. We know that memory is available outside the microprocessor. It is not part of your 8085. But within 8085, we have a registers. Okay, we have a registers. We have a array of registers. Okay, you know that if you go for 8085 microprocessor, we have 64 kilobytes of memory because we have 16 address lines. Therefore, 2 power 16. Now we can have 64 kilobytes of memory. Now here, just we have separate memory, read-only memory, read-write memory. We are going to concentrate on read-write memory. Now here, 8850 and 8851. Just I'm going to consider two memory locations, and another location, other two locations starting from 8950 and 8951. Here I assume there will be data called 26 and 26 and 47. We have to transfer these two data bytes to another memory starting from 8950. Means we want to transfer data from 8850 to 8951, 8950, and whatever the data available in 8850, we are planning to transfer it to 8951. The one more very important thing is it is not possible to transfer data directly between memory and memory, between memory location with another memory location. But if you go for a register, we have register, A, B, C, D, E, H, L. All registers are there. We can able to transfer data between two registers, but it's not possible to transfer data between two memory location directly. If you want to transfer, first you have to transfer data from memory to register and from register to memory. Therefore, first how to transfer data from where to where? From memory to register. Suppose here 8850 to accumulator, then from accumulator to another location called 8950. It may be any location. So depending upon the kit, what type of manufacturer you're going to use, you can use appropriate address. The program remains same. There is no change in the program. Only thing is there will be a chance of changing in the address. So that's all. Rest of thing remains same. There is no change at all. After transferring first data, means if you want to transfer any data from memory to with another memory, first you have to transfer data from memory to microprocessor register and from register to memory location, like that. Transfer data from 8851 to accumulator A register, from accumulator to another next immediate location. Okay, I'm going to explain this particular program by using appropriate instruction. So this is the program. Okay, that is write an assembly language program in 8085 microprocessor to transfer data between registers and memory using direct addition mode. So in the next video, I'm going to explain same thing with the help of indirect addition mode. Okay, now here I'm talking about direct addition mode. What is the meaning of direct addition mode? The part of the instruction gives the address of the memory location. Okay, here because if you go for indirect addressing mode, somebody is there to give the address, but here the part of the instruction itself gives the address of the memory location. That's why it's called a direct addressing mode. So here we are planning to transfer data from the memory location 8850 to 8950 and from 8851 to 8951 by using direct addressing mode. Therefore, there will be instruction for this. Now here there will be instruction. That is, what is the meaning of this? LDA 8850 means load accumulator. Load accumulator from where? From the memory location. Which memory location? 8850. Okay, now 8850 contains some data. Okay, suppose you know that 8850 is a memory location. Let it be, it contains some data 25. Okay, then 8851 contains some other data. Let it be, that is 67. 67. 7. The first location contains 45. The second location contains 67. We want to transfer this data to where, starting from 8950. Here is was a destination. Another location 8951. We want to transfer data from 8850 to 8950, 8851 to 8951. That's why we have to go for this load accumulator from where? From memory location. Which memory location? 8850. It takes you to that location. What is the content of 8850? 25. That 25 comes to accumulator. Therefore, here that A becomes, that accumulator becomes what? 25. Accumulator becomes 25. That is over. Then STA, what is STA? STA stands for store. Store the content of accumulator, which contains 25. To where? To the memory location 8950. Okay, 8950. Now, here what happened? That is 8950 becomes 25. Okay, we transfer data from memory to register, that is A, from register to memory, that is 8950 becomes 25. In the same manner, LDA 8851, load accumulator from the memory location 8851. What is 8851? Contains 67. That 67 comes to accumulator. Now accumulator becomes 67. Okay. Then from accumulator, store the content of accumulator to memory location. Which memory location? That address is given by the instruction itself. That is 8951 here. That is 8959. That is 8951 becomes 67. So this is the meaning of this. Okay. Then this is the termination. It means it's not possible to enter the program as it is. We have to convert this into Xcode, hexadecimal code, binary code into your program memory area. Okay. Now here the code for LDA is 3A. 3A, it's a 1 byte. 1 byte means 8 bit. Then actual address is 8850. It is a 16-bit address. Okay, 16-bit. This is called a lower order byte address. This is called higher order byte address. So whenever inputting into the memory, first we have to write lower order byte, then higher order byte. The 450, then 88. STA, the code for STA is 32. Then 50, lower order byte address. 89 is the higher order byte address. In the same way, load accumulator, what is the address of LDA? 3A. Then 51 is a lower order byte, 88 is higher order byte. Then STA, what is STA? Store the content of accumulator. The code for STA is 32. Then order byte 51, here 89. Understood this? That is here LDA 8850, STA 8950, here LDA 8851, here STA 8951, then stop termination. That's the code for RST is EF. Okay, so before execution, we have something. First, we have to input the data into location 8850 and 8851. Then you have to check the content of 8950 and 8951. Then after execution, you have to check the output. Okay. Then after data transfer, source remains same. This was a source. For this, we can call it as destination. After transferring data from here to here, the source remains same. This will be modified. So by default, it contains some information. It's going to overwrite this. Therefore, this is also called copy operation. In the case of copy operation, the source remains same. The destination is modified. In the same way, if you go for a register also, the content of source register remains same, but the content of destination register is modified. Okay, I'm going to explain the same program by executing on the kit. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to execute this program. So this is your 8085 microprocessor kit. The exam memory 8000. Starting from 8000, I'm going to input the program. Okay. Now by default we have some 0. Therefore I'm going to enter this program. That is 3A. Yes, we can note down this particular Xcode 3A. Then next, 50. That is actually 50. That's this is a code for first instruction. That is 3A 50. Then the 3A here 50 press enter 50. Then 88. Then 32 32 is a code for STA 32. Then 50 50. Then 89 89. Okay, 89. The next is what? Then 3A for LDA, then 51, 51, then 88, then STA 32, then 51, then 89, then EF. Okay, so this is the code. Now just we can verify once again. Exam memory, reset exam memory, 8000. What's the code? 3A5088. Okay, it's a code for LDA 8850. Then 325089. It's a code for STA 8950. Then LDA, that is 3A5188. Then 325189. Then stop. Okay. Now I'm going to execute this program. Before this, take the container memory location 8850. What is the initial content? 0000. We have to enter. Go to previous location. So let it be year 25. Here I'm going to enter 67. Okay, now what's the value of this? 885025, 8851 is 67. Then go to that location, exam memory 8950. Here we have 0000. This is the initial content of memory location. This is a destination. We are not supposed to enter anything here. Okay, our aim is to transfer data from 8850 to 8950, 8851 to 8951. So initially here we have 0, here we have 0, then we have to get that particular information. Therefore, what's the content of 8850? Here we have to input, sorry, here exam memory 8850, here 2567, we have to transfer this data to 8950 and 8951. Okay, then execute, go 8000 starting address of a program, then execute. Okay, program is executed. Here exam memory, not exam register, exam in memory. Which memory? 8950. Here 25, here 67. Initially it contains 00. Now it is changed. Then if you go to exam memory 8850, it remains same. It remains same. And one more thing, if you go for a register, if you press reset, it comes back to default state. But here not like that. Even if you press reset button so many times, then go to exam memory 8950, then it remains same, 25 and 67. That is memory content remains same. But we know that it belongs to RAM, random access memory. But if you switch off the power, then we are going to lose all this information. That is, it is very, very important. Therefore, one more example, exam memory 8850, then here the 11, next, 22, then next. So what is the content of this? 11 and 22, then reset, go, starting address of the program, then execute, exam memory 8950, next 11 and 22. So this is the way of writing the program to transfer data from memory to microprocessor or from microprocessor to memory by using direct addressing mode. Understood this? So here we can see this is 8085 microprocessor chip. It is a 40 pin IC. It's a 40 pin IC. It has totally 40 pins. This side 20 pins and this side 20 pins. It's a 40 pin IC, integrated circuits. It's 8085 microprocessor, and here there will be something called the crystal oscillator. It decides the speed of operation. Okay, the speed decided by this crystal oscillator. Okay, now this is your memory, RAM, random access memory. It's also called read-write memory. Here, they interfaced this particular memory, external memory, RAM memory with your microprocessor 8085 microprocessor. In between, there will be some circuit is there, electronic circuit is there. Therefore, there is no memory available within this microprocessor. Okay, we have to connect, we have to interface some external memory. This is a memory, read-write memory. It's a microprocessor. Therefore, if you want to transfer data from memory to microprocessor or from microprocessor to memory, we have to write appropriate instruction. Okay, now this is the actual way. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, we can write in a comment section. So thank you very much.